Welcome back to my next playthrough series, this time Hit Z Road. I'm going to be doing a solitaire playthrough of this game. Don't have a lot of time right now, so I'm going to be doing a few sort of shorter games for the next little while before I get into anything big. And so here we are with Hit Z Road, and don't think I'm going to go through a lot of detailed rules and stuff. We're just going to play. I've done all the setup according to the solitaire rules in the book. We basically, well, you'll see how it works as we play, but we have dice that we roll for each one of our survivors. We have our lead survivor, leader, and 4 followers, so to speak. There are 3 different resources in the game. There's adrenaline, fuel, and ammunition, and you'll see some of the demarcations here on the cards for resources. How the game kind of works is you have to go through 8 paths to get from, I believe it's Chicago to Los Angeles. So this is the trip as chronicled by Martin in the rule book, basically how they got through the zombie apocalypse going from Chicago to Los Angeles. And so what we have to do for each turn is we have to pick a path. So we have path number 1 at the top, 2, and 3. So this is for solitaire rules. And how it works is if you pick the top path, we don't know what we're going to encounter until we flip the cards over. If we take the top path, we can pick 2 resources of our choice. So we could add another fuel and ammunition, and then we flip the cards over, we do that path. If we choose the second path, the first card is flipped over, so we know what we're getting into. The second card is not. You don't you don't get any extra resources to take that path, and you don't have any penalty for taking that path. If you take the third path, which has both cards exposed, then you must pay 2 resources of your choice before you take this path. The idea is to see how many points you can get at the end of the game, and if you can survive to the end of the game. If you lose all your survivors and your leader through zombies attacking you and taking you out, and that's how it happens with the dice. So there's black dice, and then there's horde dice, which are deadly because they can outright just kill off your survivors. There's a bunch of special tokens here that through some card interaction you can get special tokens. They do special things. We have little meeples here representing zombies, black ones. That would, if we took this path, we'd put 3 on here, and we have to fight them until we get rid of them, or they kill all of our survivors, and then we kind of lose the game right there. So without much more talking, I can show you quickly in the book here how the dice work when you're fighting zombies. So the faces of the dice would be like casualty. You can read this if you like. Casualty, you have a blank, you have opportunity kill, you have a kill, bonus kill. These are victory points at the end, and then there's some horde cards that come out later. These are brutally nasty. That's when we start using the red dice. It has this special side on it, horrible death. One of your survivors is basically toast. And so, whoops, that's how that functions. All right, we're going to come back here, probably zoom in a little bit so we can see what we're doing. I think we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab 2 resources, and we're just going to go blind into the first path. The other cards then will be discarded. So that's going to be 1 of 8. So we need to get through 8 of these. So we'll put 6 cards out per turn, and this is how it's going to work. So we basically have level 1 cards and level 2 cards, level 3 cards. Of course, things get much more difficult as you go from 2nd to 3rd level, but we have to try and get through here. So let's begin. We're going to pick path number 1. We don't know what we're going to encounter, but we do get to pick 2 resources of our choice. We'll figure that out here in a second. Alright, so I hope we can see everything a little bit clearer. It zoomed in a bit here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what this is about. We have to pick our 2 resources. I think we're going to take adrenaline. That helps us kill zombies later on. So these funky little bottle cap looking tokens. And we will take a little bit more ammunition, which is good for ranged attack against the zombies. So we have now 5 adrenaline, 5 ammunition, and 4 fuel. You start the game with 4, 4, and 4, and 4 survivors and your leader. All right, let's see what we're going to encounter. So we have, wow, that's a good card to encounter. Holy mackerel Maroni. All right, looks like we're getting a veritable ton of ammunition. So the anatomy of a card, how it works, you have some phases here. So we have the resource phase to start with. So you get, and you're going to do the left card first, then the right card. So why don't we take a look at this card, I guess, a little more closely. We're going to collect 4 ammunition tokens. Wow, it's going to be worth 1 victory point at the end of the game. And so we do this first, then we do whatever special text is on the bottom. And then if there's nothing else, if there are no zombies to fight, we go to the next card. So with that card, we're getting 4 ammunition. Wow, so we found an absolute stockpile of ammunition. So we have, wow, we have a ton of ammunition now. So that's not a bad thing. Then it says Christmas in September, smiley face. So basically just means we found a stash of weapons the first day we were out. This is so excellent. Look at the ton of stuff we got here. So basically have completed this card. This is going to go into our pile of completed cards. So we'll add up our victory points at the end of the game. So that's giving us 1. And the next card we have to deal with is nice. All right, another. So not only do we find a huge weapons cache, we're going to get 3 more ammunition here. So wow, we got so many here. I don't even know how many we have now. Probably about 12 or so. Then we go down to the text. It says some sweet gear, but only 1 bullet. Yeah, right. Nice sniper rifle. And it says take the sniper rifle token. So we're going to be taking this token. So this will also go on our victory pile. It's not worth any victory points though. So we're going to go through the special tokens here. And we're going to find this one. And what does this one mean? I think we find out as we continue playing the game. So we also now have the sniper token. Or the sniper. I guess we got a sniper rifle. Cool. All right, I'm going to zoom out. And we're going to set out day 2. So how I'm going to do these episodes, we're going to do them kind of rapid fire. I know you're probably wanting the whole playthrough to happen at once. I'm going to do 2 days per episode. So this will be introduction. That was day 1. So we found a ton of ammunition, and it looks like a sniper rifle. So I think, who knows, I think we're off to a pretty good start. I'm going to set up for day 2, and so we'll come right back with that. All right, we're back with day 2. So of course we have the 2 cards face down. We don't know what they are. We can have a look at the other path. So path 1 is unknown. We would get 2 resources of our choice if we take that path. This path we get no resources. This one we have to pay 2 if we want to take it. I see 2 victory points already. So let's take a look at this card. And it basically would give us 2 adrenaline, Tim, Deadeye, first class. We pick up a character, I guess, worth a victory point, team's newest recruit, and we would take the Stickman token. If we take this path, that would be the first along. It doesn't cost us any resources to go there. The bottom path though is looking pretty good. It would cost us 2 of any resource, but we would get 2 bullets right away, worth a victory point. Dad has Dad had Reb travel with us, so it looks like we take an extra survivor. So that would give us another one of these gray meeples, adding extra dice to our rolls. So not too bad at all. And then if we continue along that path, we get 2 more ammunition. We get a fuel. Odell at dawn. So it looks like we get to hang out in a little house here. It's also worth a victory point at the end. So these are our choices for day 2. And boy, tough choices, because I'm tempted to take the bottom one for a couple victory points. This one here is nice, so we get a special token, which may come into play later. But I don't know what this card is. We could be fighting zombies. I don't know. This one here, we have no zombies to fight. And you'll notice we're going to be getting into level 2 cards in the next episode. Going to be a lot nastier. This one here gives us an extra survivor, though, which I'm quite keen on. So I think, oh man, I don't know. I don't know if we want to do this or risk that one with the token. All right, I'm going to have to come back. I'm going to think about this, and when I come right back, you will see which path I have decided to take, and we will adjust the tokens accordingly. All right, call me a wimp. I decided to take the bottom path, and what we're going to do is we're going to discard 2 tokens of our choice. We're going to get rid of 2 ammunition. We have so much. And now, of course, we're going to do this card, and of course, the first thing on the card is the phase where we collect resources. So we're going to collect 2 ammunition. So we just spent 2 to go to this path. we collect 2 more. So again, we have a mountain of ammunition. And continuing on with this card, if I don't get too much glare. Okay, so we get a new survivor. So take 1 survivor. That's awesome. And it's worth a victory point at the end. Going to be important because we want to get to the end of the game with at least 1 survivor or leader. So that's going to now give us, we have 5 survivors plus ourselves. That's awesome. On to the next card. And again, we're going to get 2 ammunition and a fuel. Wow, that's a pretty good card. So 2 more ammunition. Boy, we are just absolutely loaded with ammunition, and we get a fuel token here. So on the back side, you see the little icon, and on the front side is a bottle cap. So we get some more fuel. So we've got 5 fuel, a mountain of ammunition, and 5 adrenaline. And what else does the card have to say for itself? Not much. It just says Odell at dawn. All right, worth a victory point at the end. And so very quickly, that is the second day. I think I will set up the beginning of the next episode. So I'm going to put the cards out for day 3, but then we're going to end the episode off there. So let's do that. You can have a look at the cards then in between episodes, and we'll go from there. So we'll be signing off here in a second, but we'll lay out our day 3 cards. All right, so I've set up day 3, which will be the start of our next episode. Up here, of course, we don't know what's going on, and wow, does it ramp up in pain. So our second path, so this one we get to resources of our choice if we take it, but we don't know what we're going to run into. This one we pay nothing, just a normal thing, but we get a fuel on the here. Worth a victory point, 5 zombies to fight, though. We don't know what this card is. Bottom looks brutal. We get an ammunition here. If we have the Band-Aid token, which we don't, this would happen. 5 zombies here. We get an ammunition, adrenaline, and 5 more zombies here worth 2 victory points. So, don't know how we want to do this. Oh, and I guess I should show you right on the back of the book as I sign off how you score. So this is the basic scoring. So if you get 0 to 5 points, you get the Father Gabriel score. If you get 6 to 10, cool. If you get 11 to 15, you done good. If you didn't get 16 to 18 points, very good. If you get 19 to 21, call me Daryl. Yeah, we know where that came from. And if you get 22 plus, you're lucky or a genius. So those are the things we're shooting for in the game. Anyway, this is Hit Z Road. I'm doing a very quick sort of playthrough of the solitaire rules. We have this token here. We've got an extra survivor now from our first couple of days. We've got some tough decisions to make here for day 3. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your subscriptions, your comments, your likes. Very much appreciated. Join me next time for the continuation of Hit Z Road. It will obviously only be a 4-episode series because we will get through 8 days in 4 episodes. So thanks so much once again, and we'll see you in the next episode.